first episode of The Legend of Vox Machina, the gnome cleric known as Pike Trickfoot asks her fellow band of adventurers if they should consider doing something good rather than trying to make their money from killing and swindling. The idea is quickly dismissed by the rest of Vox Machina's party members, and this kind of sarcastic, blunt, but also somehow endearing exchange is what Critical Role has built most of its success on. It's also the basis of what makes The Legend of Vox Machina, the new animated show based on the first campaign of the Dungeons & Dragons web series, so much fun. Stunning animation and dazzling score aside, the true strength of the 3-episode premiere lies in the characters and voice actors behind them.
Maybe we could try doing some good this time?
Boring.
Critical Role is an international sensation now, but it has humble beginnings. For years, it was simply a group of friends who also happened to be skilled voice actors coming together to play a game of Dungeons & Dragons each week. But part of that show's charm has always been the easy relatability of the characters, and the minds behind The Legend of Vox Machina realize that's something that works just as well in animation as it does around a table. The first 3 episodes waste no time diving into the action, drawing us into a world where, whether you like it or not, you're forced to root for this found family. This trial-by-fire approach is a smart move for a show that's adapting a campaign that spans several years and hundreds of hours into 12 episodes of user-friendly story. Another smart move is enlisting Titmouse as its animation studio. The company behind hits like Big Mouth and Beavis and Butthead is a perfect choice for the kind of adult-oriented animated content that The Legend of Vox Machina is producing. The base story follows what's known as the Briarwood arc, the second part of the Critical Role's original campaign that puts fan favorite Percy front and center. It makes sense to adapt this particular storyline, as the Briarwoods are one of Critical Role's signature villains who have ramifications across its gameplay universe. That means that there's potential to set them up as long-lasting antagonists, especially given that Amazon has already renewed the show for a second season. One of the strengths of The Legend of Vox Machina is that it skillfully balances the fine line of pleasing hardcore fans while also making itself accessible to those who may not have binged all 115 episodes of the original campaign. That's not to say the show doesn't lean into fan service, in a good way. Devoted critters will get plenty of Easter eggs and inside jokes, and while it's a treat to hear the voices of these characters come to life in this world, what's even more delightful is how the show manages to make you feel like you're discovering them for the first time. Laura Bailey's elegantly voiced Vex and Liam O'Brien's suave Vax somehow exude an even stronger bond in this new format. Meanwhile, the heartwarming friendship between Travis Willingham's Brute, Grog, and Ashley Johnson's Sweet Pike comes alive in a way that feels genuinely earned. Marisha Ray's quirky and awkward Keyleth, by far the most relatable of the crew, brings a poignant and earnest grounding to the druid, and Sam Riegel's boastful and cocky Scanlan shines brightly as a standout, as do his songs. Taliesin Jaffe, meanwhile, imbues Percy with a distinct sense of curiosity and intrigue that entices us to peel back the layers of his past, even if we already know it.
Our only hope lies in these brave warriors.
What the fuck?
With stunning animation, sweeping music, and epic storytelling, the 3-episode premiere of The Legend of Vox Machina has rolled a natural 20. Whether you've been waiting for the world of Critical Role to be brought to life, or you're a new fan who just loves Dungeons & Dragons, it's an enjoyable adventure right from the start. For more TV reviews, check out what we thought of the Peacemaker premiere and Season 1 of Yellow Jackets. And for everything else, stick with IGN.